let's recap the Commanders' season, which was full of house money on the table. Unfortunately for them, in the NFC Championship game, the Eagles stole their house money and bought a new mansion with it, and for themselves, and kicked the Commanders to the curb. And it wasn't close. As it turned out, the Eagles roster was deeper, and their quarterback played better than the guy who's played the best at the position, arguably, certainly in the NFC, better than anybody has since the middle of November, and maybe the entire league, in Jayden Daniels as a rookie. 37 offensive touchdowns. That breaks Justin Herbert's rookie record. 5 passing touchdowns in the playoffs. That breaks Mark Sanchez's rookie record. 822 passing yards in the playoffs. That breaks Russell Wilson's rookie record. He ended the Commanders' streak of losing seasons at 7 games. He ended the Commanders' 10-win season drought. He ended the Commanders' playoff losing drought. He ended the Commanders' championship game appearance drought. He ended a lot of drought. He was a tall drink of water in that regard. And that garden has been seeded, to say the least. They are going to be the new team in the mix perennially, one would think, in the NFC. And based on what we saw this year and the fact that the Cowboys just introduced somebody nobody thought would be their next head coach, coming off of a season in which Dak couldn't stay healthy, and this roster wasn't deep enough at all to survive injuries, let alone Dak's. You could make the case the Cowboys are the 3rd best team in this division right now, and they're going to be looking at that reality for a while to come, unless Shoddy can pull a rabbit out of the coaching headset. And the Commanders have the guy. That's all we're looking for. That's all we're looking for in the NFL. That's who the Titans are wondering if Will Levis is the guy, or is Abdul Carter the guy, according to Daniel Jeremiah in his mock draft, 1st overall. What are they going to do with Deshaun Watson out next year in Cleveland? Do they go ahead and take Cam Ward or leave him for the Giants? If the Giants take him 3rd overall, is he the guy? The Raiders are sitting there at 6th overall. Would Shador be the guy? Who's the guy? Everybody's wondering who the guy is. The Jets are back on the who's the guy question mark. Is Tua the guy? Is Herbert really the guy? Is Trevor Lawrence going to be the guy? Is Liam Cohen going to unlock Trevor Lawrence in a way that Doug Peterson did for a little bit but couldn't? Everybody's wondering who the guy is. The Broncos have their guy. Now, who's the guy? Is Penix going to be the guy in Atlanta? Can J.J. McCarthy be the guy? Was Sam Darnold, despite what we saw, really the guy? Can he be the guy? Is he the guy? The Commanders have no questions about it anymore. Asked and answered. Jayden Daniels answered it this year without a doubt. And they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Nobody thought they'd make it to the playoffs, let alone to the NFC Championship game. Terry McLaurin was unlocked. I would proffer to say there's a front office that knows how to fix what needs to be fixed and added to. I'm not worried about the Commanders.
Nope.
6 lost fumbles against the Eagles all season long. The other teams that they played, including the playoffs, they'd lost just 4. They ran into a better team. Unfortunately for them, their team rests in their division.
Yeah.
And they know who they're going to have to target. They know who they're going to have to beat. They know what they're going to need in order to beat them. And it's a simple thing. Don't turn the ball over. They didn't do it in the playoffs in the 1st or the 2nd round. They won those games. They did it 3 times in Philadelphia. They lost it. Not to oversimplify things, but that can make things simple. But they've got their guy, and they got rid of their guy, too. Is there anything worse, if this is true, than hearing from ESPN?
It was so great.
And Don Van Natta and Seth Wickersham, and if they say this is true, it is true.
Yep.
That Dan Snyder is miserable at the success of the Washington Commanders.
I love it.
That
it's
it
perfect.
is makes him miserable.
It's
and
perfect.
all I have to say about that is good riddance.
It's like the Jerry Seinfeld. That's
great.
a shame.
That's a shame. That's a shame, Jeff. That he's going to sit there and go, I was forced to sell the team. Like, no sense of understanding why he was forced to sell the team at all. No understanding that he lost at all any allies in that room of ownership.
Jerry Jones, he lost Jerry.
It was put upon him. It was not anything that he did. He didn't bring anything of this on himself at all.
Right.
That there's no self-awareness to the point where all of these people that he supposedly wanted to service with happiness and success and couldn't do it because it was such a horror show in that building, that when he's out and he has now sold it for an insane profit, making him and his family generationally enriched as long as this earth keeps spinning, that he can't sit there and go, you know what, good for them. And all those people who showed up and put their trust and their faith and their literal credit cards in his hand, that he can't be happy. So if you're wondering like how Commanders fans feeling today, probably a little down, because they thought it could happen right now. But other than that, all good in their hood because of who's there and who no longer is. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.